As you prepare for your meditation this time, I'd like you to try something a little different. I want you to do some stretching. Now you can still be seated, but I want you to take your arms and imagine you were just waking up in the morning and stretching your arms out and yawning, nice deep yawn, bringing in fresh air into your lungs. Stretch your shoulders and your arms and move your torso around, kind of in a circular, maybe a figure 8 kind of way, and just stretch those back muscles and move your hips back and forth where you're sitting. Stretch your legs out, point your toes, and move your feet around. Make little circles with your toes. Just get the energy moving in your body this way. It opens up all of the stale energies in your body. It allows the flow of energy and connection to happen better. There are blockages in our joints. So by moving and stretching and getting that flow happening again, then your connection with spirit is better, is amplified. So just do that for a moment. It might be something that you'd like to do every time you meditate. And just take a nice deep breath, a sigh of relief. And get settled into where you normally sit. Get comfortable. Now imagine the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. Imagine them both having the same color radiating from them, like a golden yellow or an iridescent blue or an emerald green. But the toes and the fingertips both have that same color. And even if you move your hands around, you still have that same beautiful color. In fact, take your finger, your index finger, and just move it around like it's a piece of chalk on a chalkboard. And watch that color follow your finger, like you're writing in the ethers. And your toes will do the same thing. You can pick up your feet and move your feet around so that your toes are actually painting a picture on an easel or a frame. Okay, so what are we going to do with these colors? Our fingers and our toes are radiating this beautiful, beautiful color. Now take a deep breath, and out of your mouth, allow your hands to rest easy, either in your lap or along the side of your body. Palms up. Don't hold them tight. Just relax the fingers. And allow that color from the fingertips to start radiating down your fingers. You can actually feel the energy. Maybe it's the heat of the green or the coolness of the blue, but you can feel the frequency of that color, that energy, that vibration kind of oozing through your fingers. Now, the amazing thing is, it's also moving through your toes with the same vibration in the same time. As you feel it in your fingers, you'll feel it in your toes. And it starts to move through the palm of your hand. You can feel it pulsating in your hands, in your feet also. It may feel different than it did in your fingers, but you still feel it. Sit quietly and watch it moving through your hands and your arms and your feet and your legs. Just quietly observe how that feels. What happens when it hits your elbows or your knees? Does it feel different then? And that color's moving up through the upper arms and the thighs. And once it reaches your shoulders and your hips, I want you to kind of shiver and shake. Just move those joints so that the energy can adjust. Because there's a lot of activity in those joints. Just watch it and recognize what's going on. Just pay attention to how it feels as you adjust those energies and allow it to move through those joints. Take a deep breath and out of your mouth. Now as this color, the energy of this color moves through your torso, it really starts to radiate, and it feels much more intense than it did just in your extremities. Through your hips and up to your waist, and from your neck and shoulders down into your chest. It takes longer for it to fill up your body parts. And at some point, those colors are going to merge in the heart center. And that's when you start to really feel the pulsing. And all of a sudden there's just a kind of explosion that races that color all through your body, back and forth, up and down your arms, legs, and toes, and fingers, and back and forth, and in your heart center. This is what it feels like to be alive. This is what it feels like to invite life into your body. Just sit with that for a moment. This is when you are most open to spirit. This is when your whole being is aware of itself, where it is, what it's doing, how it's accepting energy. This is a beautiful technique to use before you go into a deep meditation, because it opens you completely. Now, I want you to allow the color, the frequency, to remain in all parts of you. But I want you to retrace the steps that it took down through your torso and hips and legs, up through your chest and shoulders, into your arms, down through your hands and fingers, legs and feet and toes. The frequency, the vibration of the color is still there, but you're just remembering where it came from. And then the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. This is where you imagined it to enter. Your invitation was there. And I want you to take all 5 fingers of each hand and point them together, so that all your thumb and your fingers are all together, just the tips, as if you're holding a small tennis ball, or a golf ball in your hands, but your fingertips are touching. You're holding in that beautiful, beautiful color. And you're recognizing and honoring where it came from. Take a deep breath. And recognize that the meditation is now complete. You can move in a third-dimensional way. You can cross your legs, wiggle your toes, scratch whatever was itching, and put a big smile on your face, because all is right in your world.